So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The national anthem of Argentina rings out.
And this is now today's lineup.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Nicely shaped ball. Can he latch on to this? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Referee's given a throw. He's shifting through the gears here. India appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. That's a delicate pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. De Paul.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
That's a shade optimistic. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because
Takes a shot! And he's done it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 24 minutes is number 14.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That is great defending, so alert. Otamendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Out to the left it goes.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
De Paul. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him. A real chance! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
India are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
McAllister. Tagliafico. To Martinez. And it's Paredes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely spread. That's a good run he's making there. They're urging him to shoot. Goes to finish! And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
India certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
India ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Martinez. Now it's Alvarez. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That ball looks a good one. Now this could be a chance. Great defending, strong and determined. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pass somewhat off target. Montiel. De Paul. Can he get it through? Paredes. Spread it left. India with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. Great vision. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Not the most accurate pass. Martinez. De Paul. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chooses to go back. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Spread out to the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free. Played into space. And that's an excellent interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
With the owner of a blue car
And with that, it's time for me to
outside the
thank Jim
stadium
Beglin
gate,
and to
kindly
wish you
remove
a
it
very
as
good
it is
evening.
about to be towed away.